Hello and welcome to this back to Stellaris. Now what were you doing? Idle leaders. What? Okay, he's an official. Let's put him somewhere he can be useful. How about... That's a fairly new world. Excellent. Oh shit, we have an excess of consumer goods. Guess we can sell that for something. The world of bleeding. The surface of Piscus Prime is exhibiting an unprecedented reaction to our construction efforts. An unidentified viscous substance is beginning to ooze out from the foundations of key installations. The ooze is some kind of crimson liquid, gelatinous in appearance, but it's extremely adhesive to the touch. Our scientists are eager to study this discharge further. Currently it's a mere inconvenience, but be prudent to ensure the safety of our colonists.
Construction complete.
Right. What's something I could build? I can use up some of this consumer goods. Build some hollow theaters. And unit. Major hemorrhaging. Piscus Prime reports troubling developments regarding the strange crimson ooze. The substance is becoming unmanageable, emerging at greater rate through the afflicted areas. The ooze is not without its benefits. As it coagulates, its adhesive properties become more pronounced, effectively forming a natural cement that can be used to supplement our construction efforts. Worrying though, the substance proves nearly impossible to remove from any colonists who come in contact with it. Between the treat and study those affected would allow us to gather more information about slow construction progress. Research and study the afflicted.
Research complete.
That'll work. Star hold. Nice. Micro replicators? Not leprechauns, but replicators. Okay. Starbase module. Drone storage. I think I'll go for assembly speed. Concentrated catastrophe. Origins of the pervading. After arriving on the surface, we soon discovered the signal became stronger or weaker depending on the precision. Following this simple pattern, we were led to a towering mountain range on the far side of the planet. As we approached the looming mountains, the landscape grew ever more blasted, barren, as if a devastating force had ripped across this part of the world. Based on the damage pattern, we believe this place was at some point ravaged by a cosmic dust storm. However, if that were true, it would be logical to conclude the whole planet would be affected. Never have we seen such concentrated destruction from such a tempest. To learn more, it would be necessary to scale the imposing peaks. Or you could fly. We have a ship. You have ships, I assume. Level up. Excellent.
Incoming transmission.
Close your visual receptors. Now picture yourself on your back floating on a stream of energy credits toward mounted and even more energy credits. With our numismatic visualization techniques, you learn that there is a greater power than the power of the mind. You too will be free of mutual desires and credits will be withdrawn to you like arthropods to dung. Arthropoids to dung. As always, if you need time to consider, we shall notify you before you depart your territory, giving you one more chance to accept the goddess's generous favors. 25,000. Screw it. Why not? Blessings upon you, Cybertronian. For your business brings us closer to the goddess. Parasite. After intense study and treatment of the afflicted workers on Piscus Prime, our scientists have isolated the root cause of the problem. What is usually presented as a viscous gelatinous substance is in fact a collection of parasitic microorganisms that form a symbiotic relationship with the planet. The parasites decompose organic matter beneath the crust of Piscus Prime and recycle it into new material. Disturbance caused by Piscus Prime's development disrupted their natural life cycle, causing them to react to the foreign substances we introduced into their ecosystem. Given more time, our science team is confident we can find a way to work in harmony with these life forms, integrating their unique biology into Piscus Prime's production pipelines. Society research gain 545. As we expected, the interior of the solar sailor is appropriately archaic. The bridge resembles the deck of an old plan-bound sailing ship designed to sail on watery seas. The deck plating appears to be metal, but most surfaces are covered with carved wood, a contrast to the glass-like substance on viewports and data screens. Powering up the ship's computers, we have found a data file with an old-fashioned seafarer song. According to our archaeologists, this melody is once known as a sea chanty or space shanty. We are attempting to transcribe the lyrics. Intriguing. Right.
Locker cleared.
We are receiving strange reports from the Dockham system. Apparently the last cosmic storms raging in that sector revealed a ship of unknown origin, bearing no call sign, and somehow cruised through the tempest as if entirely unaffected by the surrounding violence. It did not respond to hails, and as soon as the storm dissipated, so did the vessel itself. This might have been dismissed as an instrument artifacting, but the visual evidence spoke for itself. Could this be a display of incredibly advanced technologies or something more ominous at play? We will be sure to report back any occurrence of this mysterious vessel.
Situation log updated.
Face the Tempest. In the aftermath of the devastation from the Stardust storm, we have gained some unique insight into the galactic phenomena. By studying the astrometeorology, we were able to protect ourselves in the future. This new field of research might eventually yield the means to master these storms. Okay. What was I doing? Discoveries, contacts. Oh, right. Build ourselves a starhold. Oh. Maybe two. Certainly have the money for it, at the very least. Brand new bemusement. Complex. Despite having dragged across the galaxy by the cosmic storm, the orbital complex suffered very little harm and found the living and commercial spaces of the habitat in almost perfect condition. Not a single bit of dust laid atop the surface that would betray previous occupancy, as if it had never before been used. Inside the central control hub, we were greeted by a bewildering input system, dials with no explanation, levers with inconsistent settings, and a great amount of buttons flashing a whole spectrum of colors seemingly at random intervals. Fortunately, we have eventually come across a manual. Once this is successfully translated, we're confident we can reactivate the habitat. Excellent. Message in the bottle. Space Shanty. Immediately after we completed the restoration and reactivation of the data files, a thrumming musical cadence surged through the ship, accompanied by the auto-tuned voices of ancient mariners. Transcription follows. Come all you young spacefarers, listen to me. I'll sing you a song of our fish from the sea. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, when they're all together, boys. Blow ye wings fringeward. Hey. Blow ye winds blow, out to the galaxy steady she goes. Up come the solar flight winds, taking us far, and all through the space lanes and out to the stars. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, then we're all together, boys. Blow ye wings fringeward, hey, blow ye winds blow, out to the galaxy steady she goes. Oh, what, are you expecting me to sing? Translate more lyrics. Through productive relationships, through extensive research, our scientists engineered a variant species of parasitic microorganism on Piscis Prime. This mutation is designed to recognize our own materials as harmless additions to the natural ecology, enabling us to resume construction with no further issue After introducing them into the plant's biosphere, our engineered parasites have successfully integrated with it. Furthermore, by repurposing the microorganism's original decomposition effects, we've managed to harness the substance's adhesive properties to boost our plant's productive processes. Scan has picked up the cosmic storm of the Stardust storm type. They've named it Cyclone Kol-Amg. This storm will cause devastating effects to colonies and hamper our fleet's access to emergency FTL. Taking preemptive measures is strongly advised. This type of storm will jam our sensors, making us unable to detect other fleets within these systems and slow down space travel. Despite these risks, we should be able to use these conditions to our advantage and increase the output of certain jobs throughout the duration of the storm. Origins of a pervading resource cache. Geaxis discovered an ancient cache of resources among the ruins of Orib 3A. They're even now in the process of being shipped off to our central stores. Resources 200. Message in the bottle. As we explored the ship, further attempts to power it up and discover its data files unlocked more stanzas of the ancient Shanty. The ship's holographic display projected images of sailors and spacefarers singing and dancing in accompaniment. Up comes the great dragon in search of our home, through space to a place that's beneath waves and foam. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows and we're all together, boys, blow ye winds fringeward, hey, blow ye winds blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. Up comes the Yankee, the king of deep space, racing our ships in a hyperspace chase. Up comes the Leviathan, tentacles grasping, choking our ship as we shiver and gasp. Chorus repeats. Translate more lyrics. We gotta level up for Skylinks.
Research complete.
Oops. Alright. Here we got moat stabilization. Now build moat harvesters. Volatile moats are fickle particles that are dangerous to work with. In order to safely harvest them without setting off a chain reaction of explosions, energy fields must be used to stabilize the moats. Barrier point defense. Plasma thrower. Improved deflectors. Or hyperdrive. I think we'll go with hyperdrive. A new archaeologists have unearthed a stash of potential potables. For the sake of consuming these foul fluids, well, not just these strange liquids, our exploration of the ship is always sufficiently intoxicating. Up come the lithoids, all hewn from their stone. These boulders are bolder when they're not alone. Chorus. Up come the necroids, all fearsome and great. We can't kill them, mateys, they'll reanimate. Get ready. Up come swarms of robots. Get ready to run. Fight 1, 10, a dozen, 1101. We want more lyrics. Caravaners old with defects. A starbase in the Olbert system reports that the winds of fortune has evacuated and abandoned a decrepit ship, now in unstable orbit around the system's central star. Own man's trash. Issue a special project, search your abandoned caravaner ship. Timed project. Alright. Cast off the Hauser. Our exploration has revealed a glance at ancient history, displaying the zeal and courage of ancient explorers. Clearly, the captain used a space shanty to motivate and coordinate the crew. Perhaps they even sang along. Archaeologists are suggesting this performance to be preserved in a museum installation. As for the ancient melody, we transcribed all the lyrics we could find and add them to our databanks. Our own sailors now have a habit of singing versions of their own space shanties, which should improve their morale and efficiency. We rose from the ocean and reached for the sky. We're building an empire that will never die. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, when we're all together, boys. Blow ye winds for George. Hey, blow ye winds, blow. Out to the galaxy, steady she goes. It's time to untether from this ancient vessel, casting off the hawser as we set sail on solar winds. Steady as she goes. Specimen of Tim, sea shanty. Memorize the lyrics and set the next course. Oh, that's your idol, Mr. Thulis? Let's have you study that.
Construction complete.
Alright. Excavator. Alright, we got ourselves some star holds. We need a proper shipyard. And another anchorage. Crew quarters. Alright, what we got? The ravaged mountain range consists of many peaks and valleys, but one oddly shaped crater caught our attention very early on. The walls of the pit were smooth, and in the center a number of concentric rings were carved into the ground. As we descended into the bowl, we began to feel the pull of a deeply compelling force, inescapable and unmistakably coming from the circle's origin point. Strands of flickering energy rose from the rings, some drifting so off they eventually escaped the planet's atmosphere. This is the source of the signal. Scientists suggest analyzing the crater's energy fluctuations in order to better understand what happened here. Intriguing. Unmakeable. Ship build speed minus 10%. Oh, damn. Hold manual line. Hold the line. Manual override. Unfortunately, our previous estimation appears to have been optimistic. The manual turns out to be just as incomprehensible as the control system. Half the pages appear to be missing. The pictorial instructions make significant semiotic assumptions. The other half of the manual is written in difficult to interpret hieroglyphs. However, the last page displayed a comm frequency accompanied by a set of characters translated to help desk. We're attempting this frequency now. Intriguing. Shipyard. Can't really spend it on anything.
System survey complete.
Small enough the right ease. Insignificant moon orbiting the gas giant appears to be a trajectory that will soon result in a collision with its primary. Investigate.
Construction complete.
Negative trait, huh? -5 survey speed, anomaly research speed -5, neurotic. This leader takes too many precautions, the complete disregard for efficiency. Recall is important to us. Hold the line. There's a guy sitting there with the phone to his head. The manual comms frequency connected to us to the help desk mainframe by a commercial entity known as Sky Garden. With a friendly though neutral tone, the help desk AI informed us that it would appreciate our reaching out and ask if there was anything it could aid us with. Among the listed options were answering questions about subscriptions, learning about the new line of smart defense systems, and if you wish to know more about the corporation's social responsibility initiatives. However, the subsequent options continue to direct us entirely unrelated topics. Worst of all, it would often put our engineers on hold, only to drop the call. Obviously, the surface AI has not survived the passing of time as well as the rest of the habitat. Nevertheless, we will consider trying to find a way for this arcane system. Understood? Old with defects.
Special project complete.
Like due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard database was not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process. So while nothing of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial references to unknown alien technologies. Research option gain, weather control systems. Level up, carefree. Now research speed 20%. Go with anomaly research. No, archaeology. 6.
Construction complete.
Not much.
Construction complete.
We have a small world. Factory world. Let's make an urban world.
Research complete.
Alright, what we got? Micro replicators, mechanical pop assembly speed, unlocks building drone upgraded drone storage. Fusion missiles. District housing. Fusion. I think I'll go with destroy hull points.
Construction complete.
Origins of reverberating. Based on environmental data and detailed simulation, we can safely conclude that it was indeed a celestial dust storm which moved through these peaks. In the process... Hold on. And in fact, you can safely that indeed a celestial dust storm moved through these peaks. In fact, it's formed in this very spot. As for why it did not swallow the entire planet in the process, our best guide was simply too small. Analysis described the storm as a fraction the size of even an average tempest. Based on the fact that the initiating traders referred to sectoral disturbance suppressors as a manipulation device, this specific storm's energy signature was stored within their databanks. It seems likely they were attempting to control the cosmic storm, but calculating the path it took after leaving this place may lend much to our advantage. Let us continue.
Situation log updated.
Alright. Monthly trade, 10%. Research speed, statecraft, 5%. Pop consumer goods upkeep, minus 5%. Storm trap. Mesophilis believes that the mysterious capsule
Special project complete.
drifting through the Troidum system is an ancient storm trap, which may have once been part of a later defense grid. The device intake port is sealed tightly, but our readings suggest is holding the compressed energy and matter of captive cosmic storm inside. Finding a way to open this remarkable container may teach us a great deal about storm mitigation, although the risk of releasing whatever forces are currently contained within. There's much to learn here.
Situation log updated. Construction complete.
Maybe Jax will be able to do something in this place. And terminal orbit. One of the many moons circling Wrexham 6 has a terminal orbit. It will soon collide with the gas dampers as soon as become a massive impact event. This event has been a million years in the making, and is a startling coincidence that the impact has been fated to occur just after a visit from one of our ships. Many of our scientists wish to observe and record the event, but we only have a narrow window before it's too late. Fascinating.
Situation log updated.
Maze of options. Our engineers report that regardless of what they said to the AI, after passing through several menus, the system simply reverts back to its previous statement. We attempted to run several simulations to map out the exact menu tree. Our efforts returned to recursive errors and an inability to both solve and check the solution at the same time. Even running a quantum model achieved no desirable results. We suspect we accidentally collapsed a few wave functions in the process. We're at a loss. So the AI is censored and centered. Remain silent on the line. Just mash all the buttons. Poor bastards. Alright. Oh, of course. Mesophilis completed analysis of the ancient storm's track's workings, was able to unlock its intake mechanism. As the ports opened, the radiant storm inside was released into the void of the Troidum system. Study of this chap's complex engineers produced fascinating insights into storm-resistant materials and structures, though we still do not understand how the device is capable of containing storms entirely. This knowledge will greatly aid us in weathering future cosmic disturbances. Where's the G-axis?
Special project complete.
Successful attempt to record the collision between Wrexham 6 and its moon. The event was captured from several different angles and transmitted live through our space. Most importantly, our scientists under the leadership of Breakdown were able to record a large amount of valuable physics data that will surely benefit our research. Marvelous. Stormbound returns. One of the research stations detailed came to us with a startling report. During the last cosmic storm, a strange ship almost collided with the outpost. Visual reports of the same ominous vessel reported some time ago. According to the space station, the holes in the vessel are constructed from a strange amalgamation of organic compounds, calcium minerals, and metallic alloys. No organic life was detected, leaving us to speculate that either this vessel was automated or somehow had gone rogue. However, the most baffling thing was yet to come. Large sections of its propulsion system were clearly shattered by space debris. This vessel should have been dead in space. If we assigned a science vessel to monitor the next cosmic storm, they might be able to find out more about this mysterious craft. Intriguing. Whispers in the Tempest. In the distant CCS Hollow Hero witnessed the ominous ship appearing between the layers of the storm. As it floated by, we detected wild readings emanating from the cosmic tapestry. This find provided answer why the ship could not be observed by the senses. Its physical manifestation has been stretched beyond the manifold, as if it had both entered and not entered the wormhole. It's likely due to the hyperdimensional origins of cosmic storms that the ship managed to return to our space. Knowing this, we should be able to detect the next occurrence and perhaps pull this craft back to our reality. Disconcerting. So we built a world. Finally, breakthrough. The AI is apparently confused our prolonged silence and referred to us as customer service representative. For a while we were left waiting, and then the comm line was reopened. The entity on the other end introduced itself as the record keeper of the Sky Garden Corporation. The help desk was an AI program she had inherited from the last record keeper. As far as she knows, the conversation had not been used since the bankruptcy of Sky Garden many decades ago. When she questioned why she remained working for a bankrupt organization, she simply said it was in her contract. Explaining our situation, the record keeper dug up an old quick start guide to the habitat. She will transfer digital impressions of the pages to us soon. Incredible. Titanic Life Study. Success. After a period of research and study, the scientists on Piscis Prime managed to make a breakthrough and achieve limited communication with some of the Titans. While huge, slow, and difficult to talk to, the Titans are incredibly tough and strong. Some few have expressed a desire to join our military forces, but they are undoubtedly a credible asset. Excellent.
Construction complete. Research complete.
Void worm immunity. Damage to void worms 15%. We develop a cure for void worm parasitic infection. All of our colonies may be rendered immune to the current strain of spore bombardment. New research. Naval capacity per 100 soldiers. Deep crust engineering. Xenolinguistics. I really would like to learn terraforming. All right. We have detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Bregler system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time is formed, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit which subsides through another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this will potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to another in a matter of days. Fortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessel foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. If it could somehow be stabilized. Hold the line. Years to earn, seconds to lose. With the new guy in our possession, restarting the habitat required little effort. After the noise of activating machinery slowly died down, we decided to reach out to the record keeper once more to thank her. She told us she had recovered some information about the station. Apparently it had been built over the 5 centuries ago as a prototype, but we was lost into astrological chaos following a particularly nasty cosmic storm. The loss of property and development costs was enough to bankrupt Sky Garden. Helping was the record keeper's first useful task in years. Besides, it was nice to hear my great-great-grandmother's voice on the line again, even if it was just an AI. Excellent.
Colonization in progress.
Nice, we got holy shit, we got ourselves a new habitat. We got a trade station, why don't we? Kinda useless to Megatron, but see if there's anything else to study. Alright.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's build some anchorages. Oh shit. Severely radioactive. Pop growth speed -50, plus 20%. Defense armor damage plus 30%. Will expire in 3 years. Probably. Vengo on me? I think I should start building some combaticons a little bit.
Situation log updated. System survey complete. Colonization in progress.
Okay, we got a new sector.
Special project complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Cancel channel ready.
Investigate. Orbital durations in the regular system exhibit a remarkable pattern. Each planet orbits a star in exactly double the time of its neighbor, accurate to over thousands a second. This anomalous perfect ratio warrants investigation. Investigate. Favorite society. I'll put Skylinks in charge. Give the boy experience.
Colony established.
Trade station, that's right. Ooh, asteroid mining beanies. The cabin. We're not the first to discover the debris belt in the Theta system. A craft so small our researchers are dubbing a space cabin has been found containing the remains of a single toxoid alien and a considerable number of data crystals. Judging by the rate of decay, our best guess is this alien expired only a few centuries ago. Interesting.
Colony established.
Orbital resonance. Bregler exhibits the most perfect example of orbital resonance we have ever encountered. Each planet exerts a periodic gravitational force on its neighbor when they are at nearest points, creating a catapult effect and mutually dependent momentum. The unusual stability of these interactions results in highly coordinated orbits. The system offers an excellent opportunity to study the way planetary gravity accelerates the motion of passing objects, with possible applications of ship maneuvering. Interesting. Add +4 to regular 5.
Situation log updated.
Research. Got it.
Special project complete.
Chasing the traders. To track the celestial dust storm's path turned out to be less straightforward than anticipated. Only a few systems away from its origin point, something drastic happened to its strength, size, and course. Our scientists suspect that as of this point, the storm was hit with a sectoral disturbance depressors. It knocked the storm off balance and polluted its inner vortex with pulverized remains of wildlife swept up from Piscis 3's surface. As the storm continued to drift across the galaxy, it engulfed multiple systems with devastating repercussions. All this to alter the course of a minor disturbance away from the particular system. Since it detected the presence of an abandoned space station in that system, In order to protect this place, the Nation traders left multiple mass extinctions in their wake. The station may not be the capital of the world we hope for, but must be equally important to warrant such measures. Set a course. The Nation traders tried to protect the space station within the system from a small celestial dust storm. As an unforeseen consequence, the storm grew so large that several other systems were destroyed. Why were they so desperate to protect this facility? Oh shit, I need to start spending some dosh.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Right. Fleet management.
Research complete.
Alright, what we got? New hyperspace. New generation hyperdrives capable of accessing the subspace shipspace that are present within hyperspace. These leads to dramatically improved drive performance. Same matter reactor. Production. Energy production. Field dynamic center. Think. You get more power.
System survey complete.
Oh shit, I have a lot of minerals.
Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded.
Right. shit, I'm gonna need to take a shitload of power, isn't it? Radiant storm aftermath, ingredient atmospheric disturbances, radiation.
Research complete.
Destroy hull points, 10%. Building components. Methane processing, okay. Go with this. Get more energy. Let's upgrade this. Orbital slingshot advancements. After studying the unique orbital resonance effect in the regular system, we have greatly improved our plotting methods for plotting optimal ship flight paths. These new models allow us to take greater advantage of planetary gravity and achieving ship acceleration and deceleration at sublight speeds. Excellent.
Council agenda available.
All right. The political frontier. Established factions and fuzzy movements alike have taken an unusually keen interest in our colony on Troidum Habitat Complex. From the announcement settlement of this modest habitat, nearly every political voice in the Commonwealth of New Serviton has something to say about it. Our analysis don't suspect that anything truly radical is taking root out Troidum Habitat Complex, but they advise some caution. It's clear our various political entities intend to campaign vigorously on this burgeoning world.
Anomaly found.
Scanning the star unveils a small object in rapid orbit. Its small size and high velocity make it difficult for sensitive eyesight. Investigate. Level up. Roamer, survey speed.
Construction complete.
Archaeological. Alright. A long debris belt. The data crystals are covered in the alien space cabin, in fact, mission logs. Our researchers have sent us a sample along with a preliminary translation to start in an upbeat tone. This is a chance of a lifetime. The ruins of the fabled Odreskins are within reach. My new home isn't much, but it's good enough for me, and soon I'll be able to send enough credits home to pay for my daughter's treatment. Soon enough the logs grew sour. Wife and daughter dead. No one left to mourn for me. Salvage sold on black market, barely enough to support living costs. Too late to turn back now. All told, the alien spent over 5 decades traveling through the reptile belt in an apparently futile search for riches. Surely they found something in all those years. Poor bastard. Onslaught.
Construction complete. Research complete.
What do we got? Excellent. Naval capacity per 100 shoulder jobs. Defense army damage 33%. Now what do I want? Naval capacity. Oh, that's. There's a lot of nice ones, but I think we'll go for naval capacity. The probability conundrum. We've gotten a report from Science Officer Breakdown. Here's a ceramic container circling the star Yelly. Most peculiar. It should obviously not be there. It somehow managed to find its way into a close orbit. A special project can be issued to investigate the container and try to deduce how it ended up there. Issue a special project improbable ceramics.
Situation log updated.
Alright. What do we got? Debris belt. It is not true. It is not true. It is not true. It is not true. Lies. But what if it is true? The logs become increasingly disturbing as the alien slips further and further into madness. Crime continues to be a problem on Killam Pride, and an extensive criminal underworld has now taken root on the planet. Some areas that are descended into lawlessness have been taken over completely by criminal organizations. This is intolerable. Killam Prime, was it? Holy moly, that is a lot. Technology.
Construction complete. System survey complete. Construction complete.
Beautiful. Got a nice little blob forming. What do we got? Before the fall, stable orbit. The space station orbiting Troidum 3 is much larger than originally anticipated. It appears to be more than just a station, boasting research instruments as well as sophisticated life support systems and extensive deep space sensors. This may indicate the facility was used as more than a long-term colony rather than a minor waypoint. It is in a dismal state, however. The hull has been compromised. With catastrophic decompression having been blown out entire sectors, it's unclear whether the damage is caused from the outside or from within. Fortunately, orbit control and axis stabilizations are still operational, explaining why the structure is not drifting to a star, broken up with an unstoppable spin. Getting inside without the stabilization is destabilizing. This fastidiously maintained balance will be difficult. Understood? Finished. Peace at last. Our researchers have finished translating the aliens' data crystals. They present an interpretation of the last log, which not long before their death, the recorder experienced a rare amount of lucidity. I have finally found what I'm looking for. Many would consider me mad for continuing the search for this long. I think probably that they are right. I am old now, dying even, and my kin are long since dust. There's no point in selling the artifact, but perhaps now I can find peace. The logs go to a pinpoint where the alien concealed the treasure. By following them, we can track down an astonishingly large gemstone of immeasurable value, our precious relic found, Crystal of Radriska. Crystal of incalculable wealth. It said that the value of even a single shard is enough to drive mortal minds to insanity. I'll leave that for now. Found a relic.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Locker cleared. Research complete.
Ethereum power plant and Ethereum power processing. Orbital habitats, Star Fortress, Storm. I think we'll build some storm stuff. Oh, hey, nice. Oh, wait, we can't build it yet.
Blocker cleared. Incoming transmission.
Do you happen to know any intelligent sapients that could use an additional stream of energy credits? Show us awareness. Not interested. Move along. Alright. Let's just let him keep building.
Anomaly found.
Hold on a moment. Oops. Okay, how do I get Betharian stuff? Investigate. TD-1863, periodic experience, an alarming eclectic mix of particles and radiation into the void. Old with defects. A starbase in the Wiki system reports that the Orion Memorial Caravan Fleet has evacuated and abandoned the decrepit ship. Now unstable in orbit around the central star. One man's trash.
Situation log updated.
Where are these guys? Special project completed. After almost giving up hope, suddenly the accursed ceramic objects were so long we reached a breakthrough. The containers of sacred relic, left in orbit as a sign, surely from the divine. The object is burning with energy, which in the description replies a timid message. Information on how to help us ascend by improving our research efforts. The only question now is, who sent this message? Extra dimensional ceramic part. Thank the powers that be. Research speed 15%. Extra dimensional insights.
We have found an anomaly. From time to time, an
I
anomaly found.
studied anomalies before. A cosmic storm has left behind a comet of unusual composition. Appears to be made of organic material. Our scientists are keen to investigate. Please do so.
Research complete.
Next Storm Release Center. The Nexus of Weather Community. No. Automaton building. I think I'll go with planetary infrastructure. Oh, fucking hell. Asteroid. The comet was revealed to be a giant nest filled with tiny insects. The tail of the comet is not outgassed glass, rather exhaust from chemical processes occurring deep inside the hive. The outer layer of the nest is composed of dead individuals, protecting the living inside the harsher conditions of space. We've also picked up several types of fungi living in and around the nest. There are complex symbioses that work here, with the fungi lifting off the exhaust gases and the insects feeding on the fungi. Harvest the nest. Add +1 exotic gases to Chorus 4A. Whoa! Where'd that come from? Illicit matter. The CCS Revive finds a disturbing tangle of technology deep in a deep crater on the asteroid's surface. Evidently, someone has, by rather simplistic means, managed to stabilize a one-way wormhole. Science Officer Mesothulis suggests that the asteroid is an exit point. The other end opens up somewhere in uncharted space, 7 light years away from the black hole. And small quantities of dark matter are leaking, being siphoned through the wormhole. Whoever set this up seems to have abandoned the operation. Fascinating. Before the wall. Hidden passage. Shockwave recently found a hidden passage while excavating the ruins of Troidum 3. This unexpected discovery has accelerated progress of the dig site. Excellent. Ambassador.
Anomaly found.
The mineral composition of Karos 3 does not match projections. Investigate.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Investigate. Small docking hatch leading to the interior of this asteroid is visible at the rim of a small crater on the surface. The hatch was likely concealed at once, but has since been exposed by micrometeorite impacts. Leviathan down. Through scans that revealed the cause of Karos' these odd mineral compositions. Thorough. The planet is a crash of dozens of massive spaceships, larger than anything we could have imagined. Their construction dates back several million years. Specimen obtained decayed megathrusters. The materials will surely come in handy.
System survey complete.
The asteroid appears to have been used intermittently as a base by a band of alien pirates roughly 1,000 years ago. By entering the base, we managed to recover their abandoned treasure hoard. It consists largely of stolen trinkets and artifacts, but some of it still appears to be of value. Right. Research Enclave. Archives.
Incoming transmission. Research complete.
Excellent. Caravan is old with defects.
Special project complete.
Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard database was not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process. So while nothing else of value was found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to discover partial references to unknown technologies. Deep core mine. Excellent. Shit. Okay. Sublight speed. Gravity sensors. Astro harvesting. Let's go with that. Before the fall. To enter the station in the Troidum system, it was necessary to pry open undamaged airlocks without causing further implosion. The internals of the station are still pressurized, successfully mimicking a typical planetary atmosphere despite its impressive age. It took days to create a perfect seal between our ship and the station, meticulously equalizing the air pressure. Eventually we were able to open the door safely. Fortunately, we were immediately met with other obstacles, a blocked corridor clogged in with twisted support beams and rubble from nearby depressurization. It will take some time before we can proceed. Go ahead. Behold Fortune's favor, our most trusted guard ship. She was chosen by the goddess herself to escort our blessed cargo across the galaxy and thwart many a blasphemer in the days. Pirates, infidels, monsters of the void, all who interfere with the numerous divine path, yet she is almost as good as new. Yes, she has served Fortune well now. For our modest donation, she may also serve you. As always, if you need time to consider, we'll notify you before we depart your territory, giving you one more chance to accept the goddess's generous offer. Sure. Blessings upon you, seekers, for your business brings us closer to the goddess. Okay.
Construction complete.
We discovered an ancient alien starship lying half buried in an asteroid crater. Investigate. Negative trait, huh? Neurotic, okay. Mob rule, fuck. Forgot about that. Dominant crime syndicate on Aquilon Prime recently eliminated the last of its competition and achieved complete control of the planet's extensive criminal underworld. They long since undermined the real planetary authorities, and the local population now look upon these gangsters as the true rulers of Aquilon Prime. This reflects must be dealt with. Launch anti-crime. Crash site. We have discovered an ancient alien starship half buried in an asteroid crater. The science ship's exterior has an extensive sensory array and no weaponry. The exterior was not damaged in any way before it crashed. We can assume this catastrophe was a result of a fatal error caused by the crew. How tragic. Nothing we can do over there.
Spaceborne life form encountered.
Where are these all together? 2,500, I think. 2,500? Let's wait until we get a little bit more power.
Construction complete. Ships upgraded.
Alright. We haven't really talked to each other. What do we have an excess about? Minerals.
Ships upgraded.
This is our trade deal. Nice.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Did you just build a wormhole?
Construction complete. Council agenda ready.
All right. Open markets. How about conquer nature? Yeah. What about technology? Couple months remaining on that. Shockwave discovered an ancient cache of resources among the ruins in Troidum 3. They're even now in the process of being shipped off to our central stores. Excellent. Alright, what kind of planet is this? Urban world. Precinct labs. Four planets. Okay. Oh yes, excuse my reverie. Sometimes this muse of mine is simply overpowering. Is there anything else we do? Tell us more about your troop. We are the Artisan Troop. The troop consists of several stations inhabited by creatives on many worlds. Our unified decided to create new ability in these safe havens. They bring their ideas and methods from all around the galaxy, and together we uncover the ultimate expressions of the self. We provide many services to those who wish to enjoy art. If you help sponsor our work, we might be able to organize large events for your people. Here's to commission an art piece. We gotta entrust you with one of our creations. It's sure to bring joy to the people of your empire.
Construction complete.
Anomaly. Scans have identified a debris field of uncertain origin. Could this have something to do with an abandoned science ship patrolling the system? Investigate.
System survey complete.
The archaeological expedition on Triton 3 has reported delays caused by an unlikely series of equipment malfunctions. Work has been halted momentarily until replacements can be acquired. Unfortunate. That's -3 clues. Jesus.
Construction complete.
Ghost ship. Our scans of the debris field and hills are complete, possessing both organic and abiogenic properties of chemical structures unlike anything we've ever seen. The connection between the debris and the strange vessel patrolling the system remains unclear. There are no life signs aboard. In fact, we detect no power signatures of any kind. For lack of a better descriptor, we've stumbled upon a ghost ship. Study ghost ship.
Situation log updated.
What the hell? Something's going on with the stream.
System survey complete.
What do we got? Orbital telemetry shows a massive impact crater on the surface of Stellaris 2. It was not caused by a meteorite strike, as the crater was supposedly deep in proportion to its diameter. In fact, an actual depth cannot be determined, as the shaft is choked by rock debris a part of this way down, blocking further orbital scans. It appears that conventional excavation is the only way to find out what lies below. Negative trait. Tyrannical. Happiness negative 5%. Great. Okay. Crime.
Construction complete.
Needs more amenities, huh?
Research complete.
Yes. Not as much as I would like, but oh well.
Research complete.
We have unlocked the secrets behind gathering and containing this volatile threats of astral material that make up the border of this very border of this universe. The valuable and rare resource can be applied in various fields that benefit us greatly. New research. Field Dynamic Center. Alright. Global Energy Management. Uboom's baby. Our scientist team was concluded that the abandoned ship referred to as Uboom and its companion Lex was conducting an experiment in the Hilo system, the goal of which was the creation of synthetic life. An antimatter containment breach resulted in the death of the ship's crew, as well as a newborn infant. However, low-level psionic energy detected through the ship's system suggests that the synthetic lifeform's ghost took possession of the vessel seconds before the accident. It's conceivable that the nascent consciousness spent the intervening centuries in a vainest search for its mother. Fortunately, at this time, we have no way of communicating with entity, nor way of helping it to find rest. For now, the haunting of the Hilo system remains destined to continue. A sad fate. Nautilus Cube. A colossal metallic cube has been found on Styrian C2A. Its seamless form suggests it had advanced technological capabilities, although we cannot speculate upon the origin or function. An archaeological expedition may provide answers.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
What do we got? Scans of Styrian claw have shown vast waves of rapidly propagating high-pressure storms. These storms are emitting extremely volatile heat signatures. Focused research will be needed to reveal if the cause is natural or a hitherto unknown form of life. Here's the border to our neighbors. About 3,000, I think. Yes. Might be enough to take a tip in our favor. Flaming tornadoes. Source of extreme heat signatures on Styrian clad have been discovered. Across the planet, geysers are emitting highly flammable hydrogen gases from deep below the surface. So these geysers erupt. The planet's heat ignites the gas, result in vast pillars of flame blasting into the skies. And combined with the atmospheric pressure, this created extremely volatile air currents, sending streams of fire spreading across the landscape in the form of massive flaming tornadoes. While a devastating natural phenomenon, our researchers are confident these tornadoes and the vast volumes of kinetic energy they generate could be recreated artificially for practical use. Okay. After clearing a way forward, we began to explore the station in search of answers. A thorough investigation revealed that the station was built not to observe the cosmos, but rather to protect something, with much of its elaborate scanning equipment directed internally. Personal effects belonging to Initian traitor citizens were found, as well as logs describing station life. They spoke of an important payload, kept in a tightly guarded chamber somewhere within the base. While it did not take long to locate, the room was revealed to be a tomb. Desiccated, near mummified remains occupied the space. Each of them members of the Initian Trader's Empire. Given their mundane position, it seems they did not put up a fight, but simply sat down to die. What happened here? Specimen obtained. The last general's badge. Disconcerting. Alright. Algerian civilization encountered. We detect the presence of an unenlightened alien proto-civilization on Neb 2b in the Neb system. Our probes that this Neolithic culture has mastered fire to develop a rudimentary spoken language, but we have yet seen any evidence of metallurgy or written communication. We should consider building an observation post over the world to study them more closely. Interesting.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Spaceborne life form encountered.
New research. Load-bearing facility can greatly improve the stability of local grids and feed excess power back into Stellaris capacitors. Wormhole travel. Wormhole travel.
Research complete.
Alright. Planetary infrastructure build speed. Automation building. Nice 10 power. Jesus. Cruiser. Deep core mining. Produce for minus 5%. Let's improve our ships. Then we'll go for cruisers.
System survey complete.
So by speed. Research projects and system. Baking archaeologists. Tempers are running high at the archaeology site on Tridum 3, and several archaeologists are openly disagreeing with Shockwave about how to best proceed. Progress to site is slow to crawl. Unfortunate. What the hell? Seeds of destruction. While you open the alien like of an alien starship, future creation and decay await us on the outside. Our preliminary investigations covered a scene of carnage. After examining the mutilated bodies of the crew, we are certain they tore each other from limb. We could just leave, but then we don't know why this tragedy happened. Intriguing.
System survey complete. Spaceborne life form encountered.
Okay.
Ships upgraded. Construction.
Jax is suspected found a way to recreate and harness the flaming tornadoes on Styrian Claw in a controlled environment. If this breakthrough, we'll be able to use our starbase to increase the energy produced by any molten worlds are found in the same system. The scientific theory behind this discovery has various applications for the development of arc furnace technology, with our engines prepared to start applying the theory in practical development. Remarkable. Digging deeper, we have uncovered the ship's science lab. Minimal power citrates have seen ultraviolet illumination. A riot of purple shrubberies releasing thick clouds of spores. The ship's doctor uses a laboratory and its ventilation shafts to flood the ship with intoxicating mist. Intriguing.
Construction, we have discovered some astral threads. These are filaments of condensed space-time, the result of dimensional planes colliding. Typically, these can only be harvested from astral scars or recovered inside astral ring.
With a significant reduction of crime on Aquilon Prime, the planet's once pervasive criminal underworld has been reduced to nothingness. The population is built with a renewed sense of safety and harmony. I would like... What is the... that... Jesus. This is how I came to look. Alright, time to clear out these mining drones. Combined, they represent 1, 2, 7, 1.7, 2.7 plus 9 equals. Hold on, I'm doing math in my brain. It's hard. 36. So it should be good fight.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Nice, I think. So, metal materials. Combination of different metals. Excellent. Improved holes. The science ship busy. A lot of them got damaged. Excellent. I think we're immune to full effects. Oh, so intoxicating mixed. If we can get the ship's engines aligned, we can launch the ship and send it back home for study. This will take time. But the elaborate pharmaceutical laboratory may provide useful biochemical augmentation to our Empire soldiers. Run diagnostics and make repairs. We foolishly thought we were immune to this, but our scientists have experienced the fits of scarlet rage. Fighting is broken out ship-wide. We will need to clear the atmosphere and subdue the missed victims before we can launch the ship. This delay will cost us time. Subdue the medical scientists. Great. Alright. Storm Reef, Soldier. Minus 10%. It's weird being able to build shit now. Storm Release Center. Conductive Works Complex. Alright, let's see what it does. What am I really low on? In terms of product. Okay. Commercial zones. You're really high on that. Okay. I think I should try and build up my alloys. Maybe build a temple. Crystal mines. a Volonian society encountered, it discovered the presence of an unenlightened alien civilization on Uthan in the Uthan 3 in the Uthan system. They currently seem to be experiencing the equivalent of a renaissance, having recently left the medieval age behind them. Scientific knowledge is spreading rapidly, and the armies of their petty kingdoms are equipped with crude gunpowder-based projectile weapons. You should consider building an observation post by their world to study them more closely. Survey completed. Event chain, habitable world survey. Though our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data of alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved. And our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed in the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on New Cybertron. The public is enthralled, and many new donations are coming to aid in the continued search of strange new life forms.
Anomaly found.
Small cargo pod has been left to drift to space above this gas giant. It has been captured by the planet's gravity well, and will eventually be pulled into its atmosphere. Investigate.
Construction complete.
Express mail. Once ACS Weave Right got close enough to extend the cargo pod, it was assumed the sensors were malfunctioning. The pod is built out of the exact same alloy ourselves use for spacebound structures. The likeliness that some alien beings would come up with exact mixtures beyond likely. Yet after recalling the scanners, the same results appeared. Upon opening the pod, the only thing greeting us was a collection of documents detailing exactly where we should assign each of our scientists and where they should be asked to study. The instructions to set a fixed date, one that's scheduled for exactly 10 years from now. Send the notes back to New Cybertron. Upkeep for researchers plus 5 years, monthly Unity minus 5. $4,000. Okay.
Construction complete.
Temptations of technology. We have liftoff, though dangerous. Alien ships and toxic mist could augment the effectiveness and loyalty of our Empire soldiers. However, the question remains, should we subject our own soldiers to this hazardous substance, or should we say no and learn from the tragic mistakes? Forsake this dangerous technology. Alright, we have a science ship.
System survey complete.
Hubris. The payload is described as a citizen to space station squarely in the center of the room. It is a singular device. Apparently brand new and unused. It most definitely initiated, but more advanced than anything we've seen from them before. General spanking the object displayed a few paragraphs of the same text repeated over and over again. Translation came quickly. Dear visitor, if you're reading this, reading this in your witness to our hubris and our noble pursuit of equality, we've got the true equalizer, creation and destruction. Seeking to free our trade routes from these ravages of cosmic tempests, we tampered with nature. What was once minor disturbances grew beyond influence. The cosmic storms tore through our worlds. This is not a coincidence or revenge. We sealed ourselves within our station. It was our last defense, as we were too late. Despite no longer using our depressors, new storms were forming, stronger and more savage. Our final mission was clear. Feverishly worked to complete with this machine, and it was built for you, visitor. It will save you from the cosmic storms without further angering them. Our demise is our absolution. It does not have to be yours. Within this room, the Initian traitors sealed their fate. Their generosity was as grand as their carelessness. Leave the station. We return with their parting gift. Alright. Cartographer. Terraforming speed 25%. Clear block. Reformer. We need Unity. Okay, what's so special about it? City. What we need is a generator world. That. Something to boost Unity. How about that? Both have really make this our Tundra world. Or why not? They're better suited for it. So with this, let's make it our fortress world. Level up, shockwave, solider. Our survey ship has scanned Sharku 2. Detect some artificial structures worth a closer work on everything. There are no signs of any population down there. Okay.
Hostile fleet engaged. Research complete. Research complete.
Technology researched. Complete command unit. Quite a bit I can do now. Starbase capacity +2. Hollow tempo. Let's go with starbase capacity and where Let's go with Iron Crystal Formation.
Construction complete.
Detailed survey of Shaku 2 has revealed that many once observed life in the distant past. The significant deposits of frozen water, the polar ice caps, and beneath the planet's surface. The existence of valley networks suggests that water may once flowed freely. Terraforming this planet would theoretically be possible, but do we not use the technology to accomplish this monumental task yet within a realistic time frame?
System survey complete. Debris analyzed.
Nice.
Construction complete.
Actually, a lot of stuff here. Astral threads, exotic gases, alloys, society research, physics research.
Anomaly found.
Alright, what do we got? Vessel of some kind has crashed into the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage of the craft can still be found within their impact crater. Alright, what's the strength in these guys? Alright, we can take them. Crashed scout craft. A small scout craft of some kind plowed into the surface of this asteroid millennia ago, creating a shallow canyon. There's no visible cockpit on the ship, leading us to believe it was either piloted by a remote or through some kind of primitive artificial intelligence. Though it's too damaged to be salvaged, the ship hasn't been cleaned by looters yet. We'll study its design.
Council agenda ready.
Alright, what do we got? Launch agenda. Reorganize council. I think we need to start upgrading our star bases. Why not?
Construction complete. Research complete.
Alright, we got wormhole travel. Not that we're gonna use that right this moment. Mining drone laser. Small, medium. Might as well research. Damn, there's a lot we could research. Let's go with mining drones. What do we got? Okay. Issue special project Secrets of the Initian Traders.
Updated.
Scientists began a special project to study deeper secrets of the precursors. Acknowledged. Yeah, what's the point?
Colonization in progress.
All right.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Shit, did they destroy our ship? Fuck. We just got that thing. It's gone really far ahead of us. Seekers of Tegalian 6 features two distinct discolorations large enough to be visible from space and moving in tandem at great speeds. These blue-colored formations are interesting to warrant further study. Investigate. Finally done with nothing. Alright. You go over. A rift in space. The dimensional scar in the Steradian system has destabilized, opening a rift to another space and time. We should approach with caution. Incredible. Symbiotic super serums. The large blue slots on Tegalian 6 are parasymbiotic superstorms. A cyclone and an anti-cyclone that sustain each other in a state of perfect equilibrium. The storms are massive in scale, with wind speeds regularly breaking the sound barrier, creating powerful sonic booms. Vast volumes of cobalt dust are present within, giving the spots a distinctive color. Shockwave estimates have been raging continuously for over a century. The minerals they have accumulated in the upper atmosphere should be easily recovered at the mining station.
Research complete.
Monthly probes.
Incoming transmission.
Teach Xenos how to earn a substantial additional income working from home. Show us your wares. Not interested. Move along. Crystallization process is complicated and difficult, but synthetic crystals can be manufactured using specialized industrial plants. Okay. What do I want to do? Defense platform. I think we'll go with ion thrusters for now.
Construction complete.
Why is it looking like that? Why does it look like that? Why is it broken?
System survey complete.
Alright, technician jobs.
Ships upgraded.
Our starbase in the Millennium System reports that the Alien Memorial Caravan Fleet has evacuated and abandoned a decrepit ship Now on stable orbit around the system's central star. One man's trash.
Situation log updated.
They love abandoning their shit in our system, don't they? Where is it? Starbase capacity upgrade. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, Grand Archive. Terraforming gases. Terraforming, absolute fucking lootly, I'll take that. Digging it. Clearing away the rubble is a painstaking and risky business. Workers and equipment have to be hoisted down hundreds of meters to the dig site, and excavated rubble has to be lifted out. There have been numerous casualties and accidents while working in these trying conditions, but progress is being made, and every day we venture deeper. The walls of the crater are worn and cracked by time, but they plunge unerringly straight into the planet's core. You can only speculate how deep it goes, as something in the depths is garbling all our sensor readings. I think that's enough for one night. Alright everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Nectalk signing out. Hope to see you all tomorrow, next week.